Hey, what's up, y'all? Now I know that it has been a minute, but thank y'all so much for checking out this video and staying for the part where I showed the build. Now obviously the first ninjutsu that we're including with this build is Cherry Blossom, primarily because not only does it help to recover your health, but also it breaks your enemies out of their hyper armor moves such as Demon Hunter, and in a pinch can really help to push you through a combo and take your enemies flying away. Period. For our second ninjutsu, we are using Hard Light, which is basically a healer's version of Body Blow, but unfortunately is not as good. It does provide you with some hyper armor temporarily, but unfortunately it doesn't really help when you're being triangle spammed by ATKs. That's just what it is, but I'll explain more about that in a bit. For our ninja tool, we are using Master of Medicine Ninja Pill, primarily because like Hard Light, it provides hyper armor, and in addition to that, it's basically a purple lightning mixed with extraction because it can get rid of some status ailments and provide a decent heal. For our clothing, we are using Master of Medicine on the top, Armed and Dangerous on your bottom, as well as Battle Hardened on your accessory. Now the reason why I'm using Armed and Dangerous on my bottom is primarily because the cooldown on the Master of Medicine pill is pretty lengthy. So having this on your bottom will actually help to make sure that you get the ninja pill a lot sooner. Now for our secret techniques, I was using the Kurama Rasen Shuriken as well as the 100 healings. But to be honest with you, you can ultimately use any secret technique that you want to use, because the primary focus for this build is in the utilization of Hard Light as well as the Master of Medicine pill, and not so much on using your secret techniques. So I say, and as I always do, have flexibility, have fun, and get creative with these builds. As you'll be able to witness in this clip, it is unfortunate for me to say that Hard Light is not the counter to Asuma Knuckle Knives the way in which it's written or intended for the game. Now, Hard Light in essence is supposed to be the healer's version of Body Blow, but unlike defenses, healers cannot pop or use Hard Light in the midst of a sub-lock combo, whether it's attackers using Asuma Knuckle Knives or even the Chakra Claws themselves. I'm hoping that eventually healers will be able to receive that buff through Hard Light, but at the present time, unfortunately, that's not the case. The only way in which for healers to be able to realistically counter the sub-lock is to preemptively pop Hard Light or the Master of Medicine pill in advance to provide you with the hyper armor needed to push through the combo itself. But if you find that you've popped it and the ATK runs away, understand that that is typically how ATKs play, whether it's in the pit or even in combat. Once they lose their Sharingan, Oboro, or Purple Lightning or any kind of advantage, you often will find they would run and wait to come back. And that's something that you're going to see a lot. So you really need to be thinking about different ways in which you can counter and also take advantage and maybe even put additional pressure onto them so they can't hit you with the Asuma Knuckle Knives. I am hoping that one day within the next couple months we will receive a buff to the War Arc Sakura DLC. I find it interesting that the Crimson Star was just recently released and it already received the buff, but yes, War Arc Sakura has been out for now several months and she still is an incomplete DLC. So hopefully we will receive the justice that we deserve, and with the second DLC for healers coming this season potentially, I'm hoping that they do us right, because the reality is that they didn't. But with that being said, please let me know what you all think about this build in the comments below. And if you have some other recommendations on how to counter Asuma Knuckle Knives as healers, please include that in the comments below as well. And as you already know, it's hard out here, but your boy wouldn't know. Period.